to another amazing episode of
Adventures in Entrepreneurship.
I'm your host, Jared. This is Captain Clay and a frog smoking a cigar.
You know, you have to ask yourself, why is the frog smoking a cigar?
I'm going to ask you why the frog is.
Well, we'll go back to you and we'll talk about
it.
Okay.
Well, today we're continuing on talking about Seth Godin's book, Purple Cow. If you have not read this book, you should read this book. And today we're in fact going to be talking about how your product, your service is either remarkable or it's invisible. One of the two. Clay, why don't you unwrap this for us a little more further?
Well, all the offices, all the presentation offices we have just interesting things. In one of the offices I have large fruit, in the videography office, and in the video office, and a large head of David. And here I have the cow with a cigar, and there I have the Blues Brothers. The reason why I do it is because it makes people talk. They think about, why does this frog have a cigar in his mouth, and why do you have this frog, and why does this frog say welcome? I don't know, but what it is it's something you talk about. It's something that's interesting. It's something visual. Chances are you'll probably remember this episode because of this freaking frog. You'll just remember this frog. What kind of freak has a frog that he holds and caresses during this episode? Yeah, but here's the deal. Your business or your service is definitely going to be invisible, or it's going to be remarkable. And so I love Seth Godin, and I love the Purple Cow book because he challenges you to say, is your service remarkable? And I'm just going to give you examples of how you can do this, and if you want to take it and do it, it's going to change the game for you. So let's just say right now you own a restaurant, okay? You own a restaurant, and people come in, they come out, they buy their food, it's good stuff. And you're saying, I want to be remarkable. I want a remarkable bottom line. I want to make more money. You have got to add value in a way that relates to your core values. And there's one lady named Libby who owns a Lotte. Have you been there before?
I have been there.
Did you take your wife there?
I did take
hot date spot?
I did take my wife there.
It's a great spot to take your wife. Not his wife. That'd be weird. Okay. But anyway, so you go to a Lotte, and you go there, and this lady's into organic food, you know? And she's that kind of lady like my wife that is willing for somehow, spend 2 times what it costs for chicken because we don't want any hormones, want to live forever. And so we're eating organic. Well, the lady who's the owner is organic. So she starts buying only organic food and putting it on the menu. We have only organic ingredients. And our chickens roam free here. And we purchase them all from local farmers, no less. And she starts putting the names of the local farmers that she buys the food from. Well, all of a sudden, people start talking. Hey, this lady buys stuff from this guy in Bixby. I know this guy. She's buying from this guy out in Glenpool. She's buying from the... Now people are buying from her because she's remarkable. She's showcasing that she buys stuff from local humans that people know. Then she goes, for some reason, I'm into luchador wrestling. I don't know why she's into luchador wrestling, but she likes luchador wrestling.
For those out there that may not know what luchador wrestling is, could you explain that real quick?
They're basically Hispanic wrestlers that wear like masks so you can't see their face. And they wrestle. She actually put a ring inside the restaurant where it's totally socially acceptable to watch people wrestle while you're eating dinner.
You might say it's Nacho Libre-esque.
It's very Nacho Libre-esque. And then it gets better though. They have sanctioned bouts that they promote, Then she decides to build the largest, this is a Guinness Book of World Records, she's in the book apparently. It's the largest recycled bar on the planet. So the bar is made of things that they took from their house they moved out of, and then various recycled items. So it's all made out of recycled glass, bottles, cans, mortar from the old house they've got old wood paneling and from a deck they had, and it all comes together, and you leave the store, you leave the Lotte going, what was that all about? What was that? That was something? Was it something? It was something. So you're at home and you're at work. You're at work at the water cooler, and your friend says, "Hey, what did you do this weekend?" You said, "I went to this weird place where there was a luchador guy wrestling. He's profusely sweating while I'm eating, and there's the world's largest recycled bar, and all the food's organic, and it's the weirdest thing ever, and I kind of liked it." But the thing is, the food's good, but the experience, you remember it now. It's something to talk about. And all we're talking about is that people, my friends, they talk about purple cows and frogs that smoke cigars. They don't talk about the conservative restaurant where there was nothing going on there, nothing unique. I mean, the Olive Garden is 100%, they try to be 100% Italian in how they do the thing. The whole thing. It's all celebrate with family, big family this, limitless soup and salad. People talk about it. But I'm asking you in your business, do you have something that people talk about? You know, what is the thing? Donald Trump has the hair. Andre 3000 has the bow tie. What is your thing, man? What are you doing? What are you doing that's remarkable? Or are you invisible?
Question that you definitely need to ask yourself. If you have any questions or comments, you can post them on our Facebook page or our YouTube channel. You can always email Clay directly, clay@makeyourlifeepic.com. And Clay, why don't you a quick 10, 15-second send-off here.
I'm just going to ask you right now, a homework for you. Write down 5 things right now that your business does or could do that is remarkable and different from anybody else. In our DJ company, we've got a chrome-plated Elvis mic that we use for the announcements. And I'll tell you what, it doesn't actually make sense because it's a unidirectional mic, so it's harder to make announcements on it than with like another mic. But we do it because it breaks out of the clutter. So I'm asking you, what is the thing you're doing to break out of the clutter of commerce? What are the 5 things you can do to be remarkable? Think about it, write them down, act upon it, make it happen, become remarkable, or be invisible.